Welcome to ReXploro, the place where curiosity leads the way. Together, we dive into mysteries, uncover hidden wonders, and explore the fascinating stories of our incredible world. From the depths of the oceans to the heights of the stars, there's always something new to discover. So, let's embark on another exciting adventure. The mystery of Bermuda Triangle, an area stretching approximately from Miami to Bermuda to Puerto Rico, has captivated humanity for decades. Stories of unexplained disappearances of ships, planes, and people have transformed this stretch of ocean into one of the most infamous mysteries of our time. But how did this mythos begin, and when did the Bermuda Triangle gain its eerie fame? The Bermuda Triangle mystery dates back centuries. It was said that early sailors, including Christopher Columbus, reported unusual compass behavior and strange lights in the area. In Columbus's log, he once wrote about seeing a great flame of fire crash into the sea and erratic compass readings, an ominous start to the triangle's lore. However, the modern fascination with the Bermuda Triangle didn't ignite until the mid-20th century, when a series of mysterious disappearances captured the world's imagination. The term Bermuda Triangle was first used in a 1964 article by journalist Vincent Gaddis, published in Argosy magazine. In his article, titled The Deadly Bermuda Triangle, Gaddis linked Flight 19 and other disappearances, weaving a compelling narrative of a treacherous, otherworldly zone. He described the triangle as an area where strange forces caused ships and planes to vanish without a trace. Gaddis's theories became popular, and he developed them in his book Invisible Horizons, 1965. Though his work was sensationalistic, it did the trick to capture the public imagination, making it a global phenomenon. The Bermuda Triangle reached its cultural height in the 1970s, much to do with Charles Berlitz, a writer with an unhealthy interest in all things paranormal. His bestseller of 1974 was The Bermuda Triangle. Its complete history and mystery, detailing all kinds of alleged disappearances, which explained underwater UFO bases and time warps. Berlitz sold millions of copies, sending this myth far and wide. However, critics noted that Berlitz has a propensity for exaggeration. Many of the cases he claimed to cite as evidence lack any such thing. Some are even discredited over time, but his work solidified the triangle's place in popular culture. December 5, 1945. On that chilly morning, 5 Grumman TBM Avengers torpedo bombers from the U.S. Navy prepare for what will turn into one of the most bizarre stories of wartime. The pilots of Flight 19 had been ordered to fulfill navigation problem. A routine practice run just off the Florida coast by experienced trainee Lieutenant Charles Taylor. On this ordinary day, it was different. The 2 planes at 2:10 p.m. took off from Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale. Clear skies above. The job was easy. Fly east of the hens and chicken shoals for bombing practice, then take a triangular route back to base. There were 14 airmen in the crew, eager but prepared, ready to carry out their orders. The first leg of the flight was uneventful. The planes dropped their practice bombs over the shoals without incident. But just as they turned north for the second leg, something went wrong. At 3:40 p.m., a garbled radio message crackled through the airwaves.
All planes close up tight. We'll have to ditch unless landfall. When the first plane drops below 10 gallons, we all go down together.
It was Taylor's voice. The statement was bizarre. If Taylor thought they were over the Keys, they were hundreds of miles off course. Ground operators tried to guide the squadron back, but Taylor's increasingly erratic transmission suggested he was unsure of their position. The planes had no GPS, relying instead on compasses and visual cues. But Taylor's belief that his instruments were malfunctioning set the group on a disastrous path. Following his orders, the flight turned northeast, a decision that likely took them further into the Atlantic Ocean. As the sun began to set, radio communications became increasingly urgent. One time, a younger pilot could be heard yelling,
"If we would just head west, we would be home."
But Taylor was adamant. He didn't think they were far enough west. The last and chilling Communication was received about 6:20 p.m. We're totally lost. It appears to be whitewater. We do not know where we are. Everything is wrong. Then, silence. Within minutes of losing contact, the Navy launched a massive search operation. A PBM Mariner rescue plane, known as a flying gas tank due to its flammability, took off to locate the missing bombers. It, too, disappeared. Witnesses later reported seeing a fireball in the sky, leading investigators to believe the Mariner exploded midair. None of the 13 crew members aboard were ever found. The search for Flight 19 lasted for days, with 300 planes and 21 ships combing over thousands of square miles of ocean. It never was seen again, nor their rescue plane and crews. Navy's final report was not much clearer on the matter and attributed the loss to causes or reasons unknown. The disappearance of Flight 19 became a cornerstone of the Bermuda Triangle legend. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe Taylor's compasses really did malfunction, sending the squadron far off course until they ran out of fuel. The Bermuda Triangle is said to interfere with navigation systems, causing pilots to lose their bearings, while others believe Taylor was quite misleading to what had occurred and refused to steer away from his believed track, to the doom of the whole squadron. UFO, time wraps, and underwater ports, as were some other paranormal explanations that didn't base their theories on facts and evidence. In late August 1920, the Carroll A. Deering, freshly repaired and ready to deploy, left Norfolk, Virginia. Under the command of Captain William Merritt, the schooner carried coal to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Merritt's son traveled as the first mate aboard her, and the rest of her crew were a diverse combination of seasoned sailors. Halfway through the journey, Merritt fell ill, and the ship had to be docked in Delaware. A new captain, W.B. Wormel, was hastily appointed to fill the position. Wormel had experience as a mariner, but little acquaintance with the crew would leave a question mark about discord in the vessel. After successfully delivering its cargo in Rio de Janeiro, the Deering began its return trip in December 1920. The schooner was seen several times along its journey north, with the final sighting by the Cape Lookout lightship on January 29, 1921. The lightship's keeper, Captain Jacobson, reported seeing a man on the Deering's deck who looked unkempt and was shouting through a megaphone that the ship had lost its anchors. Strangely, the crew seemed to be milling about aimlessly, an unusual sight for a disciplined sailing vessel. Jacobson's account raised alarms, but before any help could arrive, the ship vanished into the horizon. Within 2 days later on January 31, 1921, a deserted Carroll A. Deering was found aground off of the treacherous Diamond Shoals near Cape Hatteras, an area notorious for shipwrecks. The Coast Guard sent over investigating teams, but what was revealed only added to the enigma. The schooner was abandoned completely. There were no signs of the captain, crew, or lifeboats. The galley told a story of a meal in a hurry, and the ship's logbook, navigation equipment, and personal belongings were missing. The ghostly end of ship has attracted so many theories, mundane as they are, and so otherworldly. Piracy was still a threat in the early 20th century. Some believe that pirates attacked the ship, forcing the crew to abandon it. However, the lack of damage or evidence of violence challenges this theory. Rumors suggest tensions between Captain Wormel and the crew escalated into mutiny. Wormel, a strict disciplinarian, may have clashed with the sailors. If a mutiny occurred, the crew might have fled with the lifeboats, abandoning the ship. In the post-World War I era, some believe communist agents were sabotaging American ships to disrupt trade. This theory, though intriguing, remains unproven. The Carroll A. Deering remains one of the most puzzling maritime mysteries in history. Despite extensive investigations by the Coast Guard, FBI, and naval authorities, no definitive explanation has ever been found. The ship's skeletal remains were dynamited to clear the shoals, erasing the last physical evidence of its eerie fate. Today, the story of the Carroll A. Deering is a cornerstone of the Bermuda Triangle's mythos, a ghostly reminder of the sea's power to keep its secrets. Whether the crew met with foul play, natural disaster, or something stranger. Their disappearance has become a haunting chapter in the lore of the Atlantic. One of the most mysterious cases linked to the Bermuda Triangle is that of the disappearance of the USS Cyclops in 1918. The USS Cyclops was a giant Navy collier, and during World War I, it vanished with more than 300 men on board, carrying manganese ore. Up to this day, no wreckage or any sign of what became of it has been found, making it one of the greatest maritime mysteries in history. The USS Cyclops was launched in 1910. This was a 542-foot-long vessel designed to transport coal and other heavy cargo for the U.S. Navy. It was a behemoth of a ship, known for its size and powerful engines. It played a very important logistical role during the war, but its story would end in tragedy, casting a long shadow over naval history. In early 1918, the Cyclops departed from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, destined for Baltimore, Maryland, with a cargo of 10,800 tons of manganese ore. Manganese is an essential raw material for steel production. The ship's commander, Lieutenant Commander George W. Worley, was an odd character. He was known for his erratic behavior and strict leadership, and Worley was notorious for arguments with his crew. Nevertheless, on February 16th, the Cyclops set out north, briefly calling in at Barbados on March 3rd to refuel. After leaving Barbados, the Cyclops was never seen or heard from again. No distress signals were sent and no debris was found. It simply vanished. The disappearance of the Cyclops has baffled experts and spawned numerous theories. The Cyclops was overladen with manganese ore, and some believe this made the ship unstable. A storm or rough seas may have led to a catastrophic hull failure. However, no evidence of wreckage supports this theory. During World War I, German U-boats prowled the Atlantic, sinking Allied ships. Some speculated that the Cyclops was torpedoed, but no German records or submarine logs confirm an attack on the ship. Commander Worley's contentious leadership style fueled rumors of mutiny. Others suggested sabotage by crew members or foreign agents, but no concrete evidence supports this idea. The Bermuda Triangle is said to affect navigational instruments, perhaps making the Cyclops lose its way and meet its demise. This is still a theory. Supernatural or the disappearance of the Cyclops has been attributed to the lore of the Bermuda Triangle. Some of the explanations have included alien abductions and interdimensional rifts. These ideas are interesting but have no scientific basis. The loss of the USS Cyclops marked the single largest loss of life in U.S. naval history not involving combat. The families of the crew and passengers were left without answers, their grief compounded by the complete lack of closure. The U.S. Navy conducted extensive searches and investigations, but could not find any trace of the ship. The official report concluded, "Many theories have been advanced, but none that satisfactorily account for her disappearance." The disappearance of the Cyclops is often noted as one of the first major incidents that gave way to the Bermuda Triangle's reputation. Its disappearance, together with later losses of its sister ships, USS Proteus and USS Nereus, in the same area under similar circumstances, solidified the mysterious aura of the Triangle. Over a century later, the USS Cyclops remains one of the sea's most enduring enigmas. Despite advancements in underwater exploration, the ship's final resting place has never been discovered. The Cyclops story serves as a chilling reminder of the ocean's vastness and unpredictability. It is a tale of men and steel swallowed by the sea, their fate forever entwined with the enigmatic Bermuda Triangle. Explanations for these events range from plausible to outlandish. Many incidents in the Bermuda Triangle could be attributed to a combination of factors such as bad weather, human error, and ocean currents rather than one phenomenon. Natural phenomena have been put forward as plausible explanations for the incidents occurring in the Bermuda Triangle. These theories depend on known scientific principles and environmental factors that may cause the disappearance of ships, planes, and people. The Bermuda Triangle is situated in the Atlantic Ocean, an area known for sudden and severe storms. These storms can come without much warning and may cause devastating damage to ships and planes. The region falls in a hurricane-prone zone. Strong hurricanes can easily sink ships and disrupt aviation. Waterspouts. These tornado-like columns of water can rise from the ocean and are capable of damaging vessels or planes. Rogue waves are huge, unexpected waves that can reach as high as 100 feet. They are believed to be formed by the collision of multiple wave systems and are strong enough to capsize large ships. The Bermuda Triangle is said to be one of the few places on Earth where the compass points true north instead of magnetic north. Although this is a disputed claim, minor magnetic anomalies could disorient inexperienced pilots or sailors, leading them off course. Methane deposits are present under the seabed in the Bermuda Triangle. If a large deposit of methane is suddenly released into the air, it can decrease water density, causing ships to drop in buoyancy and sink quickly. Methane injected into the atmosphere can also contribute to aircraft engine stalling. The Bermuda Triangle has a bad reputation that can draw inexperienced or excessively nervous crews, which heightens the chance of mistakes. One of the most debated natural phenomena related to the Bermuda Triangle is magnetic anomalies. Magnetic anomalies represent deviations in Earth's magnetic field, which may affect navigational equipment, thereby potentially leading to incidents in the area. The Earth's magnetic field does not present uniformity. It is irregular both in terms of strength and direction, and depends on various things like molten core within the planet, tectonic activities, and other regional geology. The Bermuda Triangle's reputation as a mysterious and dangerous region has given rise to numerous supernatural theories to explain the disappearances of ships, planes, and people. These theories often draw from speculative, mythical, or pseudoscientific ideas that capture the imagination. One of the most popular supernatural theories is that UFOs, unidentified flying objects, or extraterrestrial beings are responsible for the vanishings. Proponents of this theory believe that the Bermuda Triangle is an alien activity zone, perhaps a portal or base for alien spacecraft. Other theorists believe that aliens are kidnapping humans to experiment with them or study them, which could account for the missing wreckage or distress signals. The idea of time warps or interdimensional portals in the Bermuda Triangle suggests that those who enter the area might inadvertently pass into another dimension or time period. Sightings of mysterious disappearances and supposed apparitions of ghost ships or planes inspire this hypothesis. Others have theorized that these irregularities are somehow connected with tears in the fabric of space-time, which in this case transforms the Bermuda Triangle into a form of a natural doorway. Stories of sea monsters and gargantuan squid have been a part of sea lore for centuries. Some supernatural theories suggest that the Bermuda Triangle is inhabited by massive, undiscovered creatures that can pull ships and planes down into the abyss. Although giant squid do exist, there is no scientific evidence to suggest they are a threat to modern vessels. Human error is a significant factor in many of the incidents reported in the Bermuda Triangle. Given the region's challenging environment and heavy traffic, mistakes made by sailors, pilots, and navigators are not uncommon. Compass errors. Compass-dependent aviators and sailors will interpret the reading incorrectly, mostly if there is a variation of the magnetic field, or due to unawareness of the necessity of correcting the compass for magnetic declination. The Bermuda Triangle is a cultural icon because it taps into our deepest fears and curiosities. It's a place where the known meets the unknown, where scientific explanations coexist uneasily with supernatural speculation. The mystery of the Triangle speaks to humanity's endless quest to understand the world and its willingness to embrace the inexplicable. Today, the Bermuda Triangle is more of a symbol than a scientific enigma, a modern myth that continues to captivate and mystify. And so, the Bermuda Triangle stands as both a place of wonder and a testament to humanity's fascination with the unknown. From legends of Atlantis to the revelations of science, this patch of ocean reminds us how easily mystery can take hold in our minds, and how often the answers lie in the ordinary, not the extraordinary. But whether you believe in the supernatural, the scientific, or a mix of both, one thing is certain. The Bermuda Triangle is more than a location. It's a story. a reflection of our endless quest to explore, to understand, and to marvel at the world around us. Thanks for joining us on this journey. If you like traveling with us today, don't forget to tap that like button. It helps us bring you more adventures like this. And if you haven't already subscribed to ReXploro to uncover more mysteries and wonders of our incredible world, share the journey with friends. Because the more we explore, the more we discover together. Keep exploring, and the world will never cease to amaze you. Have a great day ahead.